Hi guys, I'm back again, and this time I'll just go through the basics of options and people who are freshers who have just started or want to have some more info on options. You can go through it. These are basics. Again, tried my effort. If I succeed, I'm grateful to you guys. Okay, drop your SMS, drop your messages. If you like, you can like the video, you can subscribe my channel. I'll be uploading more videos, more such videos in fact I have uploaded futures already. This is my option basics. I'll upload on Greeks again, and you'll get many videos on candlestick pattern, price behavior, intraday. Go through it. If you like it, is okay. If you don't like, give me a suggestion. I'm fine with that. Now the thing is, why do people trade in options? Well, let's decode. And there are multiple multiple derivatives you can call futures. If future is one derivative, option is one more derivative, cash market. So there are various options available in the market. But why do people trade in options, and what could be the reason? So I would like to I would just explain the whole thing with an example, because it becomes very easy for someone to understand with an example. Don't get into too much of technique. I'm saying don't get into too much of technicalities. Okay, you understand the example, and then you compare the same thing with options. Okay, and then you slowly start trading. Will come to know different concepts. And this is just a basic video, video on basics of options. And there are more things I'll be coming up on strategies, different strategies, how to hedge a position. Okay, that's all. Different strategies what we have in the market. It could be bull call spread, bear put spread, long call ladder, short strangle, all those things. Straddle, strangle, lot of strategies in the market. So I'll come along up with all those things. Those are absolutely free, guys. No need to worry. Just learn, just grow, keep on earning. Okay, now why do people trade in options? Let's decode. See, what is options? I'll not define. I'll just explain why people trade in option. Example. Once you understand that, you can define yourself. Now, for example, there is one. There is a guy, Akshay, and there is one more guy, Sanjay. I'll just get into the PowerPoint presentation. Those slides are there, but I'll give a short brief before I start. So Akshay, he plans to buy a piece of land. Now this land is near a highway. Okay, and the owner of this land is Sanjay. Sanjay is the owner of this land, and Akshay has come as a buyer. So if everything goes fine, then Akshay would be a buyer and Sanjay would be a seller. Akshay will buy this land from Sanjay. So there's a piece of land. Again, there's a piece of land which Akshay has decided to buy. He has seen the land is near a highway, and he has done all his studies. He feels that after 6 or 7 months, lot of infra development will happen surrounding these areas. Highways will come up, cafes, restaurants, apartments will come up. So after 6 months, 7 months, the price of the land is bound to go up. Must go up. So he has a plan. He will buy this land he'll buy this land, and then once the thing goes up, the price goes up, he'll sell and make a handsome profit or decent profit. Okay. Now so he comes to Sanjay. He says that, Sanjay, can you just help me out? Can you just help me out in getting a land? I have to buy a land. So Sanjay says, yes, I have a land. I have my own land. Okay, I have a few acres of land, so you can buy. So what is the amount? What is the size? He said, I want to buy 1 acre of land. 1 acre of land around a highway. Take it, done. So everything is okay. Akshay decides to buy a land from Sanjay. Okay, now he comes back and say, fine, what is the rate for the day? Rate for today. What is the current price for the land as of now? So Sanjay says, sir, the price is going on approximate 7 lakhs. Let's assume 7 lakhs. The current price, the current market price is 7 lakhs. Okay, fine. So I'll do one thing, Sanjay. Akshay says, I'll do one thing, Sanjay, that I will buy this land after 6 months or 7 months, but I'll pay you some amount in advance. So I'll do a booking. After 6-7 months, I'll buy this land. but now I'll not buy because I don't have that much of cash, or some other reason could be. So as of now I'll pay my advance just to book the piece of land. So Sanjay, uses his brain now. He does the calculation. He says, boss, after 6 months the price should go up, so I cannot sell you, the present price is 7 lakhs, so I cannot sell you at the same price, because after 6 months the real estate price has to go up. Okay, so sorry. So Akshay says, fine, you tell me after 6 months what could be the price. So Sanjay does this calculation. He thinks, okay, fine, after 6 months the price should be approximate 10 lakhs. So he says, fine, after 6 months 10 lakhs would be the price, so nothing less than 10 lakhs. You pay some amount in advance, let's assume 10% of 10 lakhs, 1 lakh, you pay 1 lakh in advance, remaining 9 lakhs you pay after 6 months. So Akshay says, give me some time. He goes back, he does his calculations. He does his calculation. He thinks that after 6 months, if everything goes fine, if there are malls coming up, apartments coming up, highways coming up there, if the infra develops, so obviously the price would go up more than 10 lakhs. And that is very much sure, because this is a posh area, and I have news. I have a confirmed news. In fact, Akshay has a confirmed news from his source that this development will happen very soon, and there would be a huge appreciation in the price of this land. And he does his calculation. He thinks that aram se yaar, even if I pay 10 lakhs to Sanjay now, so I think, and I'm confident that the price should go up to 12 13 lakhs, and so the extra whatever profit I'll make, done for me, I'm okay. So he comes back the next day. He says, fine Sanjay, I'm okay, so let's get into a contract. We'll have a contract. So today the price is 7 lakhs, and down the line, future, after 6 months the price will be 10 lakhs. So let's get to a contract. Let's get into a contract saying that the price of the future price, the price after 6 months for your land would be 7 lakhs. So I'll pay you that much amount after 6 months, and now I'm paying in advance. I'll pay some 10%, 1 lakh. So remaining 9 lakhs I'll pay after 6 months. So the deal is done. Akshay pays 1 lakh. He gets into a contract. Okay, Akshay is a buyer and Sanjay is a seller. Sanjay is okay. Sanjay says, fine, I'm okay. If he buys, it's okay. And Akshay also has one thing in mind, that if the objective, he has an objective in his mind, that only if the price of the land goes up after 6 months, only then he will buy the land. Or else, he will not buy the land. He will just close the contract. He will be in loss, obviously. Whatever advance he pays, this 1 lakh advance, what he is paying, he will not get back. So he's okay with that. So he says, he decides in his mind that after 6 months the price would be some 12, 13, 14 lakhs. If the price goes up, only then I'll buy the land from Sanjay, and I'm paying in advance. In case the price does not go up, so I'll tell Sanjay that, sorry boss, let us cancel this contract. I'm not going to buy this land from you. Anyway, you can keep my advance. I don't want that advance back. So he says the same thing to Sanjay. Sanjay is okay. Sanjay, fine. If you buy, I'm okay. If you don't buy also, I have 1 lakh of advance with me. You'll not get that. You'll not get that advance back. So that 1 lakh is a profit for Sanjay if the price goes down after 6 months. Okay. So obviously, and because Akshay has paid a premium or paid advance, so he has the right on the contract. He is not under obligation. He has the right. So he is the person who decides, in fact, what to do, what not to do. If he decides to buy, he will buy. If he decides to cancel the contract, he can cancel the contract. So because he has paid advance, so he has the right to take a call on the contract. So the contract goes in. The contract is successfully done between buyer and seller. Akshay buys, keeping in mind one objective, that yes, the price should go up. I am very confident because I have my own set of information. My source says me that there would be a very first development in these areas. The price should go up. I would make a profit. So obviously when a buyer buys the option, he has one objective in mind, that the price of the option or price of the asset, here the asset is land, the price of the land would go up. So obviously price of the asset or the price of the land would go up. Keeping that objective in mind, Akshay gets into a contract with Sanjay. Guys, I hope I'm clear. This is basics of options now. Now I'll get into the slides again. My slides have repeated the same thing. We'll get some more details. But I hope as of now, things are clear. There is a contract between Akshay and Sanjay. Akshay pays something in advance. If the price goes up, it's okay for Akshay. Akshay can make a profit. If the price goes down, I don't think, Akshay will buy that land. Anyway, he'll not get advance back as per the contract. Sanjay is okay. Sanjay says, land stays mine. If the price goes up, I'll get 10 lakhs after 6 months. If the price goes down also, I have 1 lakh in advance, which I got from Akshay. I'll not give back. So the whole contract is done. They are okay. Now after 6 months, there are 3 scenarios now. The price may go up, the price may go down, or the price may stay same. Because Akshay has paid in advance, so he has the right to decide. And Sanjay has to follow. So whatever he decides, Sanjay has to follow. Hope I'm clear. This is basics on options. Now I'll get into the slide now. Okay. Again the same thing. Why do people trade in options? Let's decode. Okay, let's start. Okay, now this lady again is a cartoon character. Go through it. I am Neha. Hi Neha. I'll try to explain the basics of options here. I'll start with an example again, and this will make things easy and less complicated. Again the same thing what I said you. Suppose there are 2 people, Akshay and Sanjay. Sanjay has a piece of land. He's the owner. Akshay is the planning to buy land. He's a buyer. Let us go to the next slide. Okay. Now this is Sanjay on the left hand side. On the right hand side is Sanjay. Left hand side Akshay. Akshay says, hi Sanjay. Hi, how are you? I'm fine. Akshay, how are you? And he said, I'm fine Sanjay, I need your help. I am planning to buy 1 acre of land near highway. So if you can guide, sure, I have 3 acres of land near highway. I can see it. You can see it. If you like, then you can buy. Then he says, Akshay says, but I may not buy now. I'll buy it maybe in 6 months. But you did not worry. I'll sign an agreement or a contract with you, and I'll also pay some amount in advance. So Sanjay, that's fine. But you know how land prices go up in market, so I cannot sell the land at the current price. After 6 months the price would go up, so obviously you have to pay me that price after 6 months. So that's what he said. So he says, okay, fine. Next slide. Akshay thinks Sanjay is very clever. I have seen the land. There are news that that areas near the land will have first development with 8-lane highways, malls, apartments. Prices will go up after that, and the land would be very expensive then. I have to make a smart move. I'll make a payment of 10% now, and remaining amount I'll pay him after 6 months. Hope he likes my offer. This is Akshay's thought process. Sanjay thinks, I'm sure the price of the land will go up after 6 months. I'll ask for a good price. He thinks the price of the land will go up, so obviously he'll demand a good price now. And suppose if the land prices don't go up also, and the prices fall, then it will not be my loss, because I'll have advance with me, and I'm not going to give advance back to Akshay, who has seen the future. If I get a good price, then I'll get into an agreement. So he decides, if I get a good price after 6 months, if we decide that a good price, then we can make a contract. Or else if Akshay says no, he's going to buy the land at the current price, I'll say no. That is Sanjay's thought process. Okay guys, we'll go to the next slide. Next day they meet. Hi, I have seen your land now, so tell me the price. And he said, at present the price is 7 lakhs per acre, but after 6 months the price will go up. So I have to decided to keep the price 10 lakhs, but you need to pay me some amount in advance. So he says, fine, I'm okay. I'll pay you 10% of 10 lakhs. I'll pay 1 lakh now, and remaining amount after 6 months. Is that fine? So he says, okay, done. The deal is done. Now back to Neha again. So now you have seen that Akshay and Sanjay gets into a contract agreement, and finally the deal gets through. The contract will have few important points like buyer and seller. Obviously any contract has certain details. It'll have the buyer and seller details, value of the land after 6 months, how much advance he is paying now, and how much will he pay after 6 months. And this contract will have an expiry also. After 6 months the contract will stand no more valid. So obviously what they have to do, will have to do on 6 months itself. So the expiry period would be 6 months. So these details are normal again. Any contract or any agreement will have all these details. Now again here says there are 3 important. What if the price goes up? What if the price goes down? What if the price stays same? Okay. Now there are 3 scenarios. If the price goes up, if the price goes down, or if the price stays same, what would be Akshay's reaction? Because he has the right, because he has paid the advance, so he has the right to decide. Okay, Neha, let's go to next slide. Okay, now this is a table which I have put. So Neha says as long as Akshay is in profit is okay, fine, but the moment he enters loss, he will compare his losses now. He will compare his advance with profit loss in the above chart. Obviously whatever, now Akshay, as long as he's in profit, suppose for example if the land price goes up, it goes up 12 lakhs, so Akshay pays 10 lakhs, that is 1 lakh he has already paid as advance, 9 lakh he will pay now, 10 lakhs he will be in together. So he pays 10 lakhs, he makes a profit of 2 lakhs, is okay. Now what if the price goes down? Now this I'll follow you, I'll just follow this chart. So the cost of land after 6 months goes up to 12 lakhs. Akshay pays 10 lakhs now. After 6 months, Akshay pays 10 lakh. The 10 lakhs is equal to 1 lakh what he paid in advance, and 9 lakhs he's paying now. Total 10 lakhs. He makes a decent profit because the current price is 12 lakhs. He pays 10 lakhs. He makes a profit of 2 lakhs. Done. Akshay is very happy. Again, if the price goes to 11 lakhs, the price of the land after 6 months is 11 lakhs, then what happens? Then again the same thing. Akshay pays 10 lakhs. He's okay because he still makes a profit of 1 lakhs here. Now what if the price of the land stays at 10 lakhs, the price what they have decided? Now what happens? Now if the price stays at 10 lakhs, so what will Akshay do? Akshay has already paid 1 lakh. Will he pay this 9 lakhs and then take the land, or is he going to cancel the contract? So Akshay thinks I have paid in 1 lakh, already I have paid 1 lakh in advance. If I pay 9 lakhs, I'll be paying 10 lakhs total. So I'll pay 10 lakhs this land. I'll buy this land for 10 lakhs. I'll sell this land for 10 lakhs. My profit would be 0. So I may buy, I may not buy. So it depends on Akshay again, because there is no loss, no profit in this scenario. Now if the price goes down to 9 lakhs, what happens? Akshay again thinks, okay, price has gone down to 9 lakhs, but I have to pay 10 lakhs to Sanjay. I have paid 1 lakh in advance to Sanjay. I have to pay 9 more lakhs. So in total I'll be paying 10 lakhs. So what happens if I pay 10 lakhs to Sanjay? So I buy this land for 10 lakhs, but I sell for 9 lakhs. I am in a loss of 1 lakh. What if I don't, what if I cancel the contract? I'll not get my advance. What is the advance? Again 1 lakh. So in both the scenarios, again the loss is same. If he closes, if he goes through the contract, if he completes the contract, his loss is 1 lakh. If he cancels the contract also, he will not get his advance. Again the loss is same. Advance is the loss what is making. Am I right, guys? Am I making sense? Now what if the land price goes down to 8 lakhs? Again Akshay does his calculation. Boss, land price has gone down to 8 lakhs. Now if I buy this land at 10 lakhs now, my loss would be 2 lakhs. What if I cancel the contract? My loss would be 1 lakh, the advance what I have paid. So let me do one thing. I'll cancel the contract, because if I close this contract, if I buy this land at 10 lakhs, my loss would be 2 lakhs. So it's better I cancel the contract. My loss would be only 1 lakh. 1 lakh is the advance what I have paid. I'm okay with that. Again, if the price goes down to 7 lakhs, same calculation Akshay does. His loss would be minus 3 lakhs. So he decides that I'll cancel the contract. I'll not get my advance. That is okay. The advance what I have given is 1 lakh. I'll make a loss of 1 lakh, because if I close this deal, if I complete this deal, my loss would be 3 lakh. This is better. I cancel this deal. My advance goes for a loss, but that is 1 lakh, which is much less than 3 lakh. Is this okay, guys? This is all about options. Again, I'm saying. So there are three scenarios. What if the price goes up? What if the price stays same? What if the price goes down? In all the scenarios, Akshay will compare his losses. As long as he's making profit, he's okay. But the moment he starts making loss, he will do a calculation between the advance what he has paid and the actual profit and loss what he's making once he completes the contract. Note, Akshay has paid the advance, so he has the right to decide. As I said you earlier, Akshay has paid the advance. He is the person who is to decide. So he can cancel the contract, he can complete the contract. Let him decide. If he decides not to buy, then he loses his advance. Is it clear, guys? If you are clear with this, you are done, you are in line. Suppose in a transaction, okay, fine. Now the whole thing, this example what I have told you just now, I'll compare this example with stock market or options market now. Akshay has paid advance in the contract. So in this option market, the advance is called premium. Actual price of the land is 7 lakhs. Now when I compare this with the market, in the stock market, we call the spot price. Price at which the contract is decided is 10 lakhs. After 6 months, he'll pay 10 lakhs. That's the contract price. So if I compare the same thing with my options market or my trade market or a market, we call that a strike price. 6 months time period is expiry. We also have expiry in options. Buyer and seller gets into a contract, and we call that contract option contract in our NEC market, in our market. Is it clear, guys? Whatever, you just compare the example with your option market. Advance, we call it a premium here. There's a spot price because you'll be coming across these terms. You'll be coming across premium. You'll be coming across what is spot price. You'll be coming across strike price, expiry, option contract. Just keep in the back of your mind the example. The same thing here also. Okay, guys. So your option basics is over. There are many more things we shall cover, but just go through the slides once again. Remember what is spot price, what is strike price, what is an expiry, what is option contract. And now there are two types of options. One is call and buy option. So whatever I have said now, Akshay has bought a land with the objective that price should go up. Therefore, he has paid an advance. The same thing in options market, we call it a call option. When someone buys something with the objective that the price should go up, we call that a call option. He buys a call option. Okay? So there are two types of options again. Sorry, this is not buy, call and put. Sorry, you have to call and put option. Sorry. Okay? Is that clear? I stand a correction here, guys. There are two types of options. One is call option, one is put option. Put option is exactly opposite to call option. In a call option, when a person or when a buyer has an objective that when a buyer has a view that the price would go up, he buys a call option. In a put option is exactly opposite. When a buyer has a view in the market that the stock price would go down, he would buy a put option. Because when the stock price goes down, the value of put option goes up, and therefore he buys a put option. But when the price of a stock goes up, the value of call option goes up. So whatever example I have studied now, whatever example I have gone through, that is purely a call option example. We'll explain much more here in what is. We'll have some more slides again, maybe in next video sessions. I'll make you understand what is call and what is. But as of now, just understand what is the call option. Just keep in back the example what I have gone through now. Compare that with the call option. Things will become very easy for you. One more important thing is option and cash future market is cash settled or cash differential market because there is no physical component involved. Transactions happens only on the differential amount. Now the entire future and option market is a cash differential market. Every settlement happens cash differential in a cash differential mode. What is cash differential? For example, I buy something at 10 and then I sell something at 10. I sell something at 15. What is the price difference? What is the profit? Profit is the price difference, right? Profit is the selling price. What is profit? Profit is equal to the selling price minus cost price. So if I buy something at 10 rupees, if I sell something at 15 rupees, what is the price difference? 5 rupees. That's the actual profit. 5 rupees is the profit. So that is the amount what a buyer is being paid. A seller pays to a buyer. Again I am saying a buyer buys something at 10 rupees. He sells something at 15 rupees. He makes a profit of 5 rupees. So that 5 rupees is the cash difference. That's the difference amount. Because of that we call this market a cash differential market or a cash settled market. Because we don't buy anything in physical form here. There is no physical component. We don't buy shares here. We just get into a contract. We get into a contract of buying shares, but we don't buy shares. We don't sell shares. Because in future and option market, there is no physical component. There is always a contract in between a buyer and seller. In cash market, you do get shares. In cash market, if I buy 10 quantity of Tata Motors, example again. So if I buy 10 quantity, I pay the price of those 10 quantities of Tata Motors, and after 2 days, those shares come into my Demat account. But in future and option market, F&O market, everything is cash settled. There is no physical component. Whenever someone gets into a contract, because there is a contract, there is an agreement between a buyer and seller. No one gets physical shares in the Demat account. Is that clear, guys? Future and option market is a cash settled market or cash differential market. Because there is no physical component involved, transaction happens only on the differential amount. Differential amount in the sense the difference in price, in selling price and market, the cost price. I am buying something at a certain price, selling something. What is the difference? I don't buy the actual price. I just get the difference. When I buy shares in F&O market, I don't buy anything in physical form. The same thing, I don't get any shares in my Demat account. Buyers and sellers get into a contract. Always remember, future and option market is a contract market. Buyers and sellers get into a contract. Suppose in a transaction, a buyer buys at 10, the same thing. Example, this buyers at 10, buyers buys something at 10 and sells at 15. The profit or the cash difference is only 5. This is the amount which the buyer gets from seller in case of profit. So it is called cash differential transaction. That's the reason future market is called a cash differential market. Hope I am clear. Okay. I'll just add one more slide here, guys. Suppose there are many more lands at the same place with different buyers. Suppose the same place where Sanjay has a land, there are few more guys. I mean, there could be Geeta, there could be Sham, who has a similar land, same land at the same place. They also decide to sell. There are multiple sellers. Obviously, there are multiple buyers also. Many more lands at the same place in which different buyers and sellers. Now, because there are more buyers in the market, the sellers will quote different price. Obviously, the number of buyers and number of sellers go up. The price what they will quote will be different because they understood that the demand has gone up. For example, Akshay and Sanjay gets into a contract of 10 lakhs as per the example. Now, Sita and Geeta, they come to know, they have entered into a contract of 10 lakhs. We'll do one thing. Because there are more buyers in the market, we'll quote some 10.5 lakhs. The Geeta would be quoting 10.5 lakhs and Sita would be okay, chalo, theek hai. The Sita is a buyer, Geeta is a seller. The Geeta quotes 10.5 lakhs. Sita says okay. Sita buys the land. There is one more, Ram and Shyam. Again, Ram and Shyam comes to know from the market that there is a huge demand of the same thing, same land in the same area. So he'll quote a price of 10.7 lakhs. So Ram says, okay fine, I'll buy 10.7 lakhs. I mean, will have a contract. So the same piece of land, see, the same piece of land, the land at the same place. Remember, just just listen to me. Land, a piece of land at the same place, which belongs to Sanjay. In that scenario, Akshay and Sanjay gets into a contract of 10 lakhs. But again, a different land in the same place, which belongs to Geeta. In that scenario, Geeta and Geeta gets into a contract with 10.5 lakhs. Again, a different land at the same place, Ram and Shyam gets into a contract of 10.7 lakhs. So there are three different contract value you can say. There are different values you can see. For the land at the same location, different prices are quoted. You see, for the land the same location has got three different lands and three different prices are quoted. Similarly, compare this to the stock market. For the same stock, we have different strike price. Just remember this part. For the same stock, Tata Motors is the same stock. That means the same piece of land. But when you trade in option market, that will have multiple strike prices. Multiple strike price. Tata Motors in cash market will have multiple strike price in option market. So in next video session, when I show you some multiple strike prices, don't get confused. Just compare it with this example. Don't get into too much of technicalities. For the time being, understand the strike price concept. If you have understood everything till now, then you are done with the options market. Guys, hope this thing is clear. I just tried to keep it simple. I don't know if I was successful in doing so, but again, just go through the presentation once again. In case if you have some more doubt, some more queries, just put a message or call me. My number is 95905999088. I repeat, 95905999088. Okay. The subject was, why do people trade in option? Why do people trade in options? Question mark. Let's decode. I have done my decode. Okay. Guys, chalo, all the best. We will have more video sessions. In next video uploads, I'll be explaining bricks. I'll be explaining different strike prices. Okay. And in future, I'll be uploading strategies. Things should be clear. Don't get panic. Don't get tense. Once you start, using this, things will become easy and less complicated. Okay, guys. Chalo, see you. Bye. Take care.